And we're back with another episode of Let's Play Lunar 2 Eternal Blue Complete. I'm your host, the RPG Guy, and let's keep moving. This game ain't gonna beat itself. Alright then, now that we've arrived, I shall proceed ahead and tell Althena of your arrival. I do not know what will happen, but I pray the outcome is good. Galleon. Uh-oh. Who invited this clown?
Welcome to Pentagoulia. I'm impressed with your cunning and resolve. Unfortunately, the sands have nearly run from the hourglass.
And so are the days of our lives. I'm the stuff of nightmares. Ruining every scene. Every scene ruined. Dragon Master Galleon. This is an unexpected pleasure. What? That's impossible. Galleon is... Dragon Master? Dragon Master Galleon? This is the one that is the greatest defender of Goddess Althena. So was it Althena's will that we have come safely to this place? Under Galleon's watchful eye? I won't believe it. I was ordered to bring Lucia to justice. I have therefore brought her to Pentagoulia so that Althena may decide her fate. But I know all of that already. For you see, I have been following Lucia's progress at the behest of Althena. Following? Yes, I have noted that your dedication to the goddess has become, questionable. How can you say that? I have done everything asked of me by the goddess. Yes. Well then, I'm certain you'll be... I swear I can speak. Yes. Well then, I'm certain you'll do your best to take the girl to the goddess. And then the real show can begin. Not used to the Dragon Master being so evil! Althena's waiting to meet Lucia in person. That must mean that she knows we're coming. I don't understand fully what is happening, but the only way for things to become clear is for you to gain an audience with Althena. I shall proceed ahead to secure that.
Wait a minute, Leo. Hey, what about us? Where's the shrine? No, he's gone again. I wish he'd slow down sometimes.
Dude's got a man on a mission.
Hero, I'm ashamed of you. Aren't you going to say goodbye to our friends before we part?
Oops. I have to go see Master Lund now, so I must say goodbye as well. You have helped me come to terms with my past, and now I need to put it to rest. Lucia, Hero, I'm grateful to you. The gratitude I feel is beyond words. Jean, what are you talking about? We're the ones who should be thanking you. Yes, thank you, Jean. You really are the best of friends. Well, when all this is over, come see me with the dancing troupe and we'll talk about old times.
Ooh, that sounds fantastic. I love watching you dance, Jean.
I'd better get out of here before one of these raining compliments falls on me. Thanks again to you all. I'll see you again soon. It's my turn to go. I have to find Borgin and rescue my mother. You be careful, Hero, okay? I will, and thanks, Lamina, for everything. You know I haven't given up on you guys joining the Magic Guild for good. Especially Lucia. The guild would be so popular if she would promise to join. But Lamina, I won't be... Yeah, details. We'll talk it all out later. Just think it over, okay? Goodbye, everybody. After I save my mother from that bloated barge, I'll come back and see you for sure. Well, it's been a long, wacky trip, but we made it, my friend. I kept my part of the bargain to accompany you to Pentagoulia. Yeah, thanks, Ronfar. Well, I'll leave the rest to Leo. In all the time I've known him, I've only seen him do good. He'll take care of you, I'm certain. Now that I've finished our little bargain, I'm off to see if I can find Maori. I got a few fences to mend, if you know what I mean. So, Maori is here?
haven't you forgotten a special goodbye for someone, Ronfar?
Oh yeah, I almost forgot about you. Don't eat anything you pick up off the street, Ruby. And forget about that whacked out fantasy with you and Hero riding into the sunset.
Hey, that wasn't the kind of goodbye I had in mind.
Yeah, I thought not, but it's so much fun messing with you, Red. I'll see y'all around. Come to me, Mari. Come to me, Mari.
Mari was Ronfar's true love, right? I wonder if he's going to try to... Mari has become a frightening woman. I don't think he knows what he's getting into.
She's gonna play rough, all right. What's wrong, Lucia?
It seems as if our journey with them just began, and yet it's already over. When the thought that they will not travel with us passed my mind,
You're sad, Lucia, just like me.
Sad? Is this what sadness feels like? But why am I sad? I will finally get to see Althena, after all we have been through. And once I meet with her, my mission will finally be complete, so why?
Don't want to close my eyes. Lucia, I'm a little sad too, but it's just because we've had to say goodbye to our friends. Knowing that we will see them again someday makes it a little less sad. Besides, we can't change the course we have chosen now. You came all this way to see Althena. There's no choice now. You must see Althena so Zophar can be stopped. I'm sure everything will work out fine. Just go and get this over with. It's like ripping off a Band-Aid and smacking a hobo with it. You just gotta do it. I'm a terrible human being. Well, the best part is there's no items to find. There's no shops. There's nothing here at this moment. Are there items to find? Yes, but we're not going to find them yet. You'll notice that there's these towers. We're not going to go and explore them. We're just going to head right into the main chamber here. Oh, screw it. Maybe we will. No. We'll just move on here. We'll get things going. You've been patient enough. You've been waiting for these entities to finally meet. Althena and Lucia. The goddess Althena will see you now, Lucia. Are you prepared, hero? Lucia, shall I admit you to Althena's inner sanctum? Let's do it. All right, let's go. Doesn't this feel good, Lucia? Your mission is almost at an end.
Say, hero, this world of yours... No, never mind. I just wanted to thank you, hero. In this entire journey, you've always been helpful. I wanted you to know that I appreciated that, regardless of what the future holds. I'll never forget what you've done. Alright, Leo, I am ready to meet the goddess.
Hero, Lucia, I know this goes without saying, but please be on your best behavior. So, Althena is actually Luna, or a descendant of Luna, or something, because if you played the first game, you find out that Luna is Althena, or she is in the incarnate of Althena. So, curious to see who Althena is going to be now. Great goddess Althena, your humble servant has returned from afar, and I have returned with Lucia. She comes willingly in order to speak with you on a matter of great import. Galleon.
Hero, something is wrong. The aura here, it's not as I expected it to be. There's...
Silence, Lucia. Did I not warn you to show proper respect? Althena approaches. You must stand in respectful silence.
But, Lord Leo...
Lucia, we don't want to make a bad impression. Tell Leo of your concerns later.
But, hero...
Lucia, it'll be alright. You're just nervous, that's all. I understand. It's alright.
I shall not tell you again. She comes. You must maintain silence, or there will be grave consequences. This doesn't sound like Luna at all. Or, wait, what? Brown hair, the cake is a lie!
Lucia from the Blue Star. I know you have traveled very far to visit me. Your journey was difficult, more than it had to be. Accept my apology as I welcome you to Pentagoulia. Speak up, my dear.
You are not Althena. Who are you?
I agree, even though the voice actress is the same from the first game for Luna, or Althena. Althena? My. It seems that we have quite the firebrand in our presence. Your mother obviously never taught you the benefit of proper manners. Perhaps a little creative redirection is in order. Hold on, dear Lucia. I'm afraid it's going to be a bumpy ride. Whoa, the shocker! Her nipples, no! Lucia, are you alright? Lucia!
Hero.
Oh, Galleon, how dare you harm her? You will pay for this. How delightful. A little twerp tet. Oh my god, this fucking dialogue. A little twerp tet. I'm up for it if you are, boy. However, for your sake, you bite had better be worse than your pathetic bark. Oh my god. I'm sorry. That translation for Galleon is so strange. Vigor up! Time to take a line of coke and speed up.
Watch this!
I'm gonna get you, Galleon, right in your butthole. Until it bleeds. Let's see if the Dragon Master bleeds out his anus. Giggity giggity goo!
Burn!
Oh, giggity. Maybe magic.
Dodge this!
No, it's not working. Time to die.
Dodge this!
Am I just slightly grazing his cape? Really now? Really now, boy? Is that the best you can do? I'm almost embarrassed to show you a glimmer of my true power now. Oh my! Wait! Oh, give it up, boy. You've already lost. Your destiny and that of Lucia is no longer in your control. Your words won't stop me. I will not give up. Bring me your Galleon ass! Nice! Nice! Fuck him up, hero! Come on! We're getting more crits back to back. Well, now that's better. Perhaps this will be interesting after all. Perhaps I'll increase the effort a notch. All right, hero. Make this seem meaningful. Uh-oh. He's brandishing his blade. And now we're not hitting him as hard. But we're still getting our crits. Oh, my nipples! Go for his nuts! Go for his guts! My nuts and guts! The shocker! It's an unwinnable battle, by the way, guys, so not much of a point in doing it. He'll eventually just end it, so.
Excellent work, Dragon Master Galleon. Your superb battle skills are an honor to my name.
Perhaps soon you will provide me with a challenge worthy of my skill. And stop calling me Dragon Master. The title does not amuse me.
What?
I shall not be a toy for your amusement, nor will I be some twisted attack dog to jump at your every command.
What do you mean by that, Galleon? Lord Leo, you saw it with your own eyes. The destroyer was to attack me. Galleon acted in my defense. It's clear that Lucia was about to harm the goddess. That is indisputable. Perhaps you knew of her intent all along, Lord Leo. No, Perhaps our good Lord Leo is a bit too good for his own welfare. The question is, where exactly does his loyalty lie? How dare you question my loyalty? There is no one living that can turn me from service to the goddess. Do what you will with Lucia. I only ask that you leave the innocent hero to me. Do as you like, Leo. Lord Galleon, you're hurt. It's a scratch, however. That was weird. The more you know? Betrayed. Betrayed!
Hero, are you okay?
Ruby, where are we?
We're in a jail cell at the top of the White Tower. Leo brought us here. Galleon is much more powerful than we thought. I knew that Leo was a no-good traitor, too. He's working for that evil Althena. Hero, we've got to find a way to get out of here. Lucia might be in danger.
Ah! Ruby, what happened to Lucia?
I don't know. The last time I saw her, she was laid out on the floor of Althena's audience chamber. Hero, I hope she's alright. If the goddess really is a fake, like Lucia said, we're all in big trouble. We've got to find a way out of here and then find the others.
Get through. You can fit through there, kitty.
Any ideas?
Why do you look so down? Never give up. Never surrender.
I know I shouldn't look a gift horse in the mouth, but what kind of cheesy puff is that?
Oh, dear God. Be embarrassed. Fighting evil by moonlight. Winning love by... Oh, Tuxedo Mask! Mystery has arrived to save you. Leo, what are you doing here? I thought you were the servant of the false Althena. I am not White Knight Leo. I am the amazing Mystery, protector of the innocent and defender of truth. You must hurry or your lives shall be lost.
Come on, Leo, knock off the party games and tell us what's really happening.
Silence, cat. I am Mystery. I know not the Leo of whom you speak. Like a luchador in wrestling, no one knows my identity.
Okay, right. Mystery. I get it. Whatever.
My true identity shall remain a secret, but I have knowledge to impart to you. Listen very carefully now. There are 4 towers in this city, each with a prison on the top floor. They are connected by an underground network of passages. You are in the White Tower. Your friends are in the other 3. But I have no information on the girl you call Lucia. Since she tried to murder the goddess, her fate is most likely execution. I shall help you release Ronfar and the 2 women from their cells. What you do after that is your own business. But first, we must get you out of there with my mystery flex. I don't really understand what's going on here, but at any rate, thanks. Oh my God, this is so bad. We must hurry to the other 3 towers. There is no time to waste. Why don't you go first? Certainly, my friend. I am, merely preparing myself to leap for the rope. The, midpoint of my divide is not as close as my calculations led me to believe. It might be more difficult than I anticipated to return to the other side. But no matter, I am Mystery! Even the most daunting task becomes trivial before me!
You're not preparing yourself. You're too scared to jump. Meow 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 meow.
Why did you not volunteer to aid us in such a way earlier?
Because it was fun watching you make a fool of yourself.
I suppose there is no sense in debate at this point. We must hurry to the others. Come on! My God, what is wrong with me? So Mystery joins the party. You can tell that I'm not quite sure I accept this as an answer. Now, there's a couple things to take note in that we get a healing ring, which actually would be pretty handy right about now. We're probably not going to get put to sleep here, so it's probably a good idea to put a healing ring on. If not, I don't know if it stacks, but I'm willing to try it at this point. Because, yeah, we're going to be taking lots of damage and have lots of other issues going on, too. So let's make a save, because saving is our friend. Now, the other thing that we have to point out, too, is that we don't have a healer. We do have some healing nuts, though. So we're good in that regard. There are other things we can also do as well, but the reality of it is you're better off just fighting your way through and killing everything. Everyone dies! And as I just totally mistook that as the dodge attack. So I'm taking accidental damage at this point.
Whoopsies.
Whereas the spear spinning one is the real threat. Ooh. Okay, let's see here. So now we can attack either one. Let's attack the one that it will dodge us. And our goal really is to kind of pretty much just get out of this part of the tower. There's a couple items for us to pick up along the way and whatnot. And we just have to be very careful with our HP and MP. But you'll notice that hero got a nice little heal right there, so not gonna hurt too much. Probably not gonna level from most of the fighting because the XP has jumped down low again. But hopefully it picks up in a little bit, but you know, it is gonna be what it's gonna be. But as you can see, these battles aren't too daunting of a task as long as we make sure that Hero and Mystery go after the same target. If we're ever in a jam, we're better off single targeting them with a special attack than actually going all out. Trust me on that. It's a pretty easy thing to, like, it's a pretty big oversight to not notice that. Yeah, the 2 healing rings, great investment. As it'll get us through here pretty easily. Because as you can see, the enemies aren't going to be flinging magic attacks. They're all physically driven. So, as we get a platinum sword, so this is going to give us faster speed, more damage, but again, it lowers our magic defensive wisdom, which for right now isn't a big deal. It will be able to buff that back up in a little bit. We don't want to shake a no stick at any of that. So let me go ahead and clock the rest of these enemies in here, because there shouldn't be anything new coming up until we get out of the White Tower. So hang on for just a moment. Alright, let's keep moving here. As another fight, I totally forget there's some fights behind some of these doors, because they're hiding. They're hiding. Alright, big kill. Yes, we get a life jewel. And we have 2 more floors to go before we get to the main area. So let me kill off these enemies really quick. Alright, bad guys cleared out. Let's keep moving. As we can pay $100 for some free healing, may as well take it. Because why not? We now need to make our way through this underpath here and continue forth. As we run into some new enemies. Got this fire-breathing dude, and we've got the regular soldier-type enemies we were dealing with. Best thing to do is when they're got their defensive stance up, to ultimately just ignore them and go after something else. So let's do that. Sergeant Slaughter and the Flame Reaper. Why the WWF or WWE? Well, it was WWF back then. Didn't sue them for that. I don't know. You would think it's totally in range of suing, but it is what it is. as we now need to make our way all the way to the west side. Now, you can tackle saving your parties, you know, in any order you want. Ooh, for healing. So I shouldn't have paid the 100. You can, but it's really best to do it in this lineup, I would have to say. Don't worry, we're gonna have to fight that thing when we come back. So, but the whole reason I want to say that the way we're gonna do it is the best way is because we're going for our healer first. The fact we are Sans healer in any JRPG can be a bad thing. So getting Ronfar back is our priority. This plays a little differently. Yes. I don't think it's going to equate to a kill. Let's see. Yeah, it didn't. But Leo didn't get a turn in anyway, so may as well just do it this way. Fool had a long walk there. Alright, let's go back to regular attacks. At least, for sure, take one of these fools out. There we go. And a little bit more drawn out of a fight just because we don't have magic to take them down. Again, maybe giving you the insight or the mindset to, oh, you know, I should really go after my casters first. Getting everybody back in the party in any way, shape, or form is going to make things easier in the grand scheme of things. Like, we could even do this, but see, they're all going to move before then, so, and they're just way too expensive. So our best option might be to do this, and then use melee attacks on the demon fiend dudes.
You need a spanking.
I should have ganged up on one and I didn't. Like an idiot. Like a fool. It doesn't matter how I do it now, because Hero should be able to kill them both. I'll make sure not to make that error again. But you get the gist of these fights. They're not that complex or complicated. You just have to break down how you want to fight them. Really quick, let's make sure there's no extras. No extras. Yeah, this delicious XP we're talking about here. I'm going to just go ahead and clear this whole room out. And mystery levels with a +2 to attack, +1 to defense, +1 to agility, speed, wisdom, and magic defense, all gaining that +1. Sweet. Cool beans, as they say in the trade. No, they don't really say that in the trade, but whatever. Alright, and we're moving. And I'm going to empty this room out as well. So give me a minute. Alright, so we took all those dudes on a trip to Murder Town as we grab a Silver Light and a Hellfire Staff. Ooh. It's an upgraded staff for offense, magical offense for fire specifically, as needed. And I believe there's nothing really else to find here, so just doing the ropes rather, just running through the sequence here. As we find us a Ronfar. Man, I thought the cavalry would never get here. I can't tell you how glad I am to see y'all. Hey Leo, what's with the mask?
He's pretending to be some kind of nutty super knight called Mystery. Go figure.
Well then, mystery it is. Now then, get a load of what happened to me. I'm in a serious pile of poo. I'm in a serious pile of shit. Come on, that's what he was gonna say. And the censor said no.
My dear Ronfar, why have you come all this way to see me? There is nothing left to discuss. Our love has grown cold.
Don't say that, Maury. Oh, kind of pick an accent and stick with it. Don't say that, Maury. I've been running from my true self. I realized that when I last saw you. It was then that I knew in my heart that I can't live without you. I realize that I need you in my life, but we must find a way to free you from this spell you are toiling under.
But Ranfar, I am this way because of you. Don't you see we can never go back?
Don't say that, Myri. You have no idea how I torment myself with the knowledge that I turned you into this. I was the one that made you drink the medicine from that supposed goddess.
But Ranfar, how wrong you are. It is you who have changed. Love me for the way I am and return to the ways of the goddess. Prove your love with a kiss, darling.
Myri, I can't join you here. Can't you see that the goddess is a fraud? And worse, she's imprisoned you in some kind of eternal darkness. I'm here to get you out, to find the real Myri again.
Oh, Ranfar, let's not talk about that right now. Let's talk about the times we used to have, the games we used to play. And let's forget about this crazy mess that both of us are in.
I wish I could, Myri. You have no idea how badly I wished for that to be. But there is more at stake here than just us. You've got to give me some straight answers before I can help you. Tell me, what is really going on in this terrible city? Why is it that you never show the sweet smile of innocence I fell in love with? All I see now is the fire of hate in your eyes. Myri, you have to tell me before I can help you.
Enough of this nonsense, Ranfar. Nothing has changed except you. I am the same person you fell in love with.
But, Myri, you have changed.
If you cannot accept me for who I am and join me in Althena's glorious service, I'm afraid I will have to end your pathetic life along with the others. And that is what Ranfar, this is not me. Help. I am awash in a sea of darkness. I'm right here. Please, hurry.
Myri, what in the world's going on here? Are you in there, Myri? Come back!
Ooh, my nuts. That's one way to shut you up. I cannot believe those memories still exist. I will soon wash them away with this wretched mind. Wash them away from this wretched mind.
Having a bad day. And when I woke up, I was in this comfy little cell, counting hash marks. I can't believe that I could have been such a fool. Myri is obviously under some kind of black spell from the false goddess, and has been ever since the day I cured her from the disease. The imposter goddess will pay for what she's done to Myri. Believe me, she shall pay. With her life! So we get Ranfar back, and I believe he's still pretty much further back. He's even further back than he was now because Hero's been fighting without him, and I don't think they catch him up, so whatever. Because I don't believe Hero has leveled. I know Leo, Mystery has, but I don't believe that Hero has leveled since he's been down here. So, with that said, that puts him even further away from the rest of the pack as far as leveling goes. Which, the difference being, I'd say roughly 2,000. It's really more like 18 or 1,900, but still. 2,000 is an easy number to remember. They're about 2,000 XP apart. So, Hero will level, and then Ranfar will eventually level. Followed by the other characters as we slowly get them back. One way or the other. So we're now back in control with at least a healer in tow, and we're gonna go hit up the Althena shrine here because we need some delicious healing to be done. So let's go and accomplish a nice little heal. And do that. We're going to reorganize the character layout here because we're actually getting to a point where constructively the characters are not in a good strategic position, as Leo and Ranfar are way too close together, and Ranfar is not the better attacker between the two characters. We want to keep Mystery in the front, doing everything that he can do. because he's just a better attacker right now. He doesn't have the range. Leo doesn't have the range to be put, or Ronfar doesn't have the range to be put far back, but we are going to change it up a little bit by doing something a little along the lines of this. I still don't really like... We'll put Ronfar here. I can live with that. For now. Taste like healing. And now we gotta go down here and make our way to the next tower. Now, we could go save Jean or Lamina. Now, the reason why we're going for Jean is actually pretty straightforward. Overall, Jean has the most to really give to the party next to Lamina. Lamina has lots of magic, and that it would be a disservice to say that she's not as valuable. But ultimately, the better option is Jean, because most of these enemies are subjectable to physical attacks. And Jean is also fast. So, and has infinite reach. As the enemies are going to start getting harder to get our characters up and fighting them, it makes more sense to prepare for the onslaught in that fashion. And just really run up there and smack them around and beat them down. And so Lamina is kind of the weakest link of the party when it comes to traversing this particular dungeon. Alright, let's keep moving here. As we now head into the blue tower, which I believe will be another assortment of enemies. You start noticing a pattern of what we're starting to figure out here. It's an endless supply of betrayal. I wonder why. As we're getting assassins and mercenaries. Now, assassins are dated enemies, technically. They're enemies we've already really spent a lot of time beating already. So you can see just Hero go up and just smack one real hard in the face. But you can see already that the mercenaries are a little out of reach. Hence why it's really important that we get Jean in the party, because that extra reach is just so important as far as damage output is concerned and being able to keep up with the enemy flow. Whereas the magic is nice, but Lamina is so freaking slow that it's more likely that she would take damage. The party would take damage because of her not getting her turn in time. That's the other reason too. It's just Lamina's just really slow. Alright, easy as pie. Let's keep moving. So lots of enemies to kill. So let me go ahead and empty this room out of enemies. Alright, so let's keep moving here as we get the Jewel Gauntlet. Something I'm going to be very critical of coming up. And the Ritual Hairpin. Let me go ahead and take these guys out. Alright, so finish them off. Let's keep moving as we got another floor to go, which I think is the empty floor. Yep. Empty floor indeed. I'm coming for you, Jean! We've come for you, dancing girl. You can dance, you can jive, and take a bunch of people's lives. Oh!
Thank goodness. I've been counting the minutes since they locked me up. I'm just glad you're all okay. I was worried. Say, what's Leo doing here? Isn't he working for the fake goddess?
No.
Well, yes and no. Near as we can tell, this is some sort of elaborate party game Leo is playing. He's dressed up and calls himself Mystery. And as Mystery, Leo was the one who rescued Hero and me from in the first place. Alright, then Mystery it is. Listen, some really bad stuff is going down here. When I went to see Master Lund to report the Shadow Dragon cult, I discovered something very interesting.
Did you now?
It has been some time since our last encounter, Jean. What has brought you all the way to Pentagulia?
I came here to show you this. It is the mask of the leader of the Shadow Dragon cult.
What good is this mask alone? Did you not get a look at the... Did you get a look at the leader?
No, he covered his face before I could see who he was.
However, in his haste to get away, he dropped the mask. His voice seems so very familiar, and yet I cannot put my finger on it.
Jin, you always were my best student, but you never knew when to give up, to leave well enough alone.
Your best student? What are you talking about? It was you! You were the leader of the Shadow Dragon cult.
I'm surprised it took you so long to put it together. But then again, you were bred to fight, not to think. And fight you did. Under my watchful eye, your fighting skills increased no less than 100-fold.
Yes, but you forced me to use that skill for death and destruction. I was little more than a naive assassin for your corrupt cause. You stole my childhood, Lun. I'll never forgive you for that.
Never is such a strong word, Jin. Think about it carefully. I molded you into what you are today. You should be grateful to me.
You molded me into what? An emotional wreck who is running from a past I don't understand? You slime. There's some audio issue here. Give me 1 second. There we go. Or perhaps a trained killer who can never live a normal life. You took everything I had to advance your own selfish desire and gave me nothing in return. You never cared about me. Not really. I was simply another child whose soul you would blacken for your own evil purposes, and a trusting child whose innocence you would tear away with no hint of remorse.
Jin, you make it all sound so cold, so harsh. I did care about you. Your skill was beyond anything I had encountered. You were special. We could have gone far together, but your rebellion has made us adversaries.
I will always be the adversary of evil, and now that I know who you are, you must be stopped.
Well then, Jin, the hour is upon us. It is time for your final lesson, and the hard lesson it shall be.
Huzzah! I don't believe your karate has grown so very strong. Lun, you can't. Ooh.
Don't know whether to bask in glory or be slightly around.
No, never mind. And the next thing I knew, I was here in this cell. We must find a way to stop Lun. He cannot be allowed to continue stealing the innocence of little children, like Michael Jackson. I mean, his newer, stronger karate of death is called the Shadow Dragon Fist. We cannot allow it to spread. We cannot. And so, looking around here, again, let's take a look at her XP. So, Hiro is like 7,300 to level, 9,000 to level, and she's still a level lower. So, and by at least 1,000 or so. So the levels are starting to spread even further apart, which is fine. Because eventually, but what it does, what this zone and area does is, if you had any kind of prediction of when characters are going to level, you've kind of going to lose track of that. We know Ronfar is 2 grand behind Hiro, and we know that Jean is going to be the last to probably level in the group, but her and Lumina might actually end up getting a lot closer together, so the two of them might level at around the same time. So yeah, it's a little bit of a, bang your head against the wall kind of scenario, because you don't really know the length and the extent of which getting this done is going to take, but it's going to take some time. So here's the deal. I'm going to go ahead and fight these 2 fights and heal at the statue, and I'll fight a 3rd fight because in order to get to the final tower, we got to fight 3 different fights to get over there. So let me take care of that right now. Alright, so I went ahead and I cleaned out this side of the area and whatnot, just because it's the same fights, so what's the big deal? So let's move on. But before we go too far, before I forget, more importantly, we need to equip Jean with her new gear, and it's going to question the legendary lid, as it's only 2 defense better than the legendary lid. Yeah, no. That's staying off. And yeah, so there's a bigger defense dip for the cute ribbons. So the cute ribbon's starting to lose its value as far as I'm concerned. So there's a good chance soon that we can eventually sell them, because the magic defense boost is just not going to justify keeping it around much longer. But yeah, we've got a dark sorcerer in the back there. Probably the bigger threat of the bunch. But the two shock masters, whatever the hell they're called, I've already forgotten because I just don't really care. And it's not that I don't care about enemy names, it's just you kill them sometimes so easily, it's hard to care. Like that. You know, they're not around long enough for you to care about them. But yeah, we'll finish them out here. These battles are actually some of the easier ones, just because the attacks aren't as strong. So if you go with Lamina first, it's not a bad option. It's just I don't think Lamina is that great to get through the other areas with. And so here's a Jewel Gauntlet, and you obviously know where we're going to put that. And we still got two more of these dudes to fight through. So let me go ahead and get them killed. Alright, so we've pretty much cleaned out that room, and you know what's coming up is some more rooms that need mage cleanings. Or mages to... Whoa, look at them all. We got 4 fights to go. So let me clear out this room as well. Alright, so we cleaned out all of them bad boys, and we still got some distance to go here. But we're almost back. We're almost to Lamina. I'm coming, Lamina! As we get a ritual hairpin and 4 more... 3 more? It's hard to tell. 3 or 4 more fights to go. So let me go ahead and take these clowns out as well. Alright, let's keep going, guys. It's like a gauntlet up in this place. As we finally make it to where they're holding dear money-grubbing, gold-digging Lamina. Come on, you guys know it's true. You know it to be true. Look, touch the... There we go. We talk about a mega nick of time. Talk about mega nick of time. I didn't know if you guys were even still alive. Hey, who's the festive dude in the party mask?
Funny you should ask. We're playing a little game. Lord Leo has decided to play this part called Mystery, and we're playing along. We're not supposed to know who he is, but he's helping us, I think. Well, whatever floats his boat. Anyway, you never gonna guess what mega mangy creep Borgin did.
Oh, God. Last time on Lunar 2, Eternal Blue.
Well, if it isn't my dear Lamina, you're the last wish I would have expected to see in Pentagulia.
Zip it, you overweight toad. I'm tired of listening to your trite speeches.
I have 3 reasons for being here. The first is to rescue my mother. The second is to make certain that you never set foot in vain again. And the last is to make sure you pay us a fat wad of compensation for what you've done.
I find your manners so, I don't know, delicious. You are always so hell-bent on changing others. Perhaps you should consider changing yourself. Besides, your sweet mother is no longer in Pentagulia. She's busy making a new home for us in Neovane, my illustrious magical city.
Neovane?
Yes, that's right, Cupcake. Neovane. And surprise of surprises, she loves it there. But why wouldn't she? Her surroundings are those of a queen. I have given her the finest of all that this world has to offer. And all that I ask is that she grow to love me, despite of what you think. It can be done. If you try hard enough, I'm certain you can grow to find affection for me as well. I think of you as the daughter I never had.
Daughter?
Yes, soon Miria will agree to be my wife. I can feel it. After Miria and I are united, your ability to revive the magical event will be forever sealed. I'm afraid you don't stand a chance of stopping me, cream puff.
I won't allow you to do this.
I suggest you get a handle on your emotions, sweetie. Soon the only words you'll utter will be those of a loyal daughter. When Zophar is revived, the power of Neozane will finally be... Whoop! I almost let the cat out of the bag. I mustn't let you in on that little secret until we're back in Neozane. Believe me, Poopsie, you'll feel right at home. But since you seem a little adverse to the idea right at the moment, I'd best put you in a holding cell. Sweet dreams, daughter. I wonder if I can cook her.
I don't know. Why not? There is no way I'm going back to Neovane with that tepid bucket of lard. We've got to find a way out of here so I can rescue my mother. And besides, I don't get what Borgin said about Zophar. And he and the Chosen somehow connected? Good question. I must take leave of you now. I have just remembered an urgent matter.
Mr. Masked White Knight, thanks for saving us. Why in the world was Leo wearing that kind of getup? He's a weird bird, that's for sure.
I think it's because Leo can't help us openly, since his allegiance is to the Chosen. I think he's conflicted. Hopefully he works it out before he thinks that kind of getup is normal. He is playing a dangerous game, though, if the false Althena finds out. Let's not think of that. So, mostly we're back together again. As you can see now, Jean is going to level before Lumina by only a little bit. So the two of them will level roughly about the same time. And in all fairness, Hero and Ronfar are not as close as Lumina and Jean are, but they're close enough. So yeah. What is this now? Wait a minute. What is this nonsense? I overheard you talking of the masked man that departed a short while ago. I sense that he hides his true identity to better serve those who respect justice. I've been following your progress. Good work. Do not worry. I shall not tell anyone that you have escaped. In fact, I believe we must work together to discover what is truly going on here. I believe that an evil lurks within Althena's organization, and I must root it out. Our first order of business must be to find Lucia and hear her story. I believe that she is being held within a secret area of the shrine. The entrance can be found in a chamber in these underground passages. Let's go. Okay. Leo, those costume changes are getting kind of old. Are you going to be Leo for a while now? We're all friends here. You can drop the pretense. I know nothing of a disguise. Are you drunk again, Ronfar? There's never been any sort of disguise. Regardless, we do not have time for debate. We must get to the secret area of the shrine at once. I firmly believe that Lucia's life hangs in the balance. So Leo joins us. Strange how he's exactly the same statistically and everything else as, you know, guess who. So let's go ahead and get these upgrades here going for Lumina, and I don't know about any crests we'd want to put on because nobody's benefiting from them. Let's go ahead and rotate this to enable more powerful thunder magic because we have access to earth magic currently, so there's no reason to double down on that at this exact moment as we make our way back. Yeah, we gotta keep moving here. Running. So much running. As we are officially back on track. But alas, the enemies have returned. The passage should be hidden behind a statue in this area. If we search diligently, we're certain to find it. Let's go, hero. So let me go ahead and clear out the enemies in this entire area. That'll get Lamina some XP, because she's missed out on a whole bunch not being, accessible. So let me go ahead and do that, and then we'll be back. Alright, so Jean leveled, which is great. She mostly just got a couple of stat bumps here and there. Lamina, at least a couple battles from leveling, 2-3 battles from leveling. So everybody's almost caught up to 36. So the guy's at 36. They'll be leveling in about 2,000 XP, so or less. So they're about ready to level 37. So getting there though. But before we go and confront and save Lucia again from the evil that plotting against us and all the other shenanigans that are going on. I hate to say it, guys, but this is where we have to stop for today. I want to thank you guys for stopping by. I am your host, the RPG Guy, and when we come back, we save the day. And more importantly, we get some hard truths that were things we're going to have to be starting to deal with now. Check out my Twitch channel at twitch.tv/JackTartStudios, one word, and like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and we will see you guys next time. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Please take a moment to check out more episodes from the RPG Guy, Tuesday Night Team Up, and more. And please subscribe. Always support the channels you enjoy watching, and while you're at it, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+. Keep on gaming hard. See you next time.